My body, my choice, or what? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about NBA star Kyrie Irving being banned from his team, the Brooklyn Nets, because he does not want to get the shot. Now, the NBA does not have a vax mandate, but New York City does. And in order to play with his team at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, he has to get the shot to go into the building. So they were kind of toying around with ideas like, all right, you can't play in Brooklyn, but you could play in other places. So we won't play any home games with Kyrie Irving, but that's a little bit too much. You're talking about half of the games, and in the regular season, it's 82 games home and away. So 41 would be at home, 41 away. And you can't even play all the away games because some places have the vax mandate. I think Toronto, LA, etc. So you probably couldn't even play 40 games. So they said, you know what, rather than just doing it part-time, rather than trying to fight against these local governments or whatnot, we'll sit you at home and you won't play at all. That's their game plan going forward. Now, before I even get too far into it, let's look at this statement from Nets general manager. I think his name is Sean Marks, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments below. But here's what it says. It's right on the screen before you. Given the evolving nature of the situation and after a thorough deliberation, we have decided Kyrie Irving will not play or practice with the team until he is eligible to be a full participant. Again, you got to play the home and away games, etc. Kyrie has made a personal choice, and we respect his individual right to choose. Currently, the choice restricts his ability to be a full-time member of the team, and we will not permit any member of our team to participate with part-time availability. It is imperative that we continue to build chemistry as a team and remain true to our long-established values of togetherness and sacrifice. Our championship goals for the season have not changed, and to achieve these goals, each member of our organization must pull in the same direction. We are excited for the start of the season and look forward to a successful campaign that will make the borough of Brooklyn proud. Now, that's real PR type, real media friendly, but at the end of it, exactly what I said. There's a vax mandate in New York City. You can't go on to Barclays without it, so you won't be able to play half of the games. That's just really what it is. They don't want them in and out. They don't want to deal with it. And I think, quite frankly, they don't want to deal with the pro-vax lobby on their back. So they say, you know what, we're done. We're not really we'll just sit you at home. Now, this is a really big thing for a guy like Kyrie Irving to do because there is money on the line. Aside from the social pressure and all that kind of stuff, there's money on the line. Oh, yeah. Because Kyrie Irving is not just a regular guy. He's not the end of the bench type guy. This is a legitimate game changer, a bona fide superstar in this league. Understand this. Kyrie Irving has a contract. He's on a 4-year contract worth $135 million or more. And this year, he was slated to make $35 million for playing 82 games. And then I think, postseason beyond that. And a lot of that money is guaranteed, unlike the NFL. That's the good part, at least, because with the NFL, you got guys with these big contracts, but once you get cut or released or you get waived, whatever they want to call it, that money is not going to be paid to you anymore for the most part. Unless you like Tom Brady or somebody, you're not going to get any guaranteed money. And if you do get any guaranteed money, it'd be in the form of a signing bonus or something like that. It won't be guaranteed money you get paid years after you're not playing for the team anymore, a la Gilbert Arenas. That's a different story. And I digress. So he should make $35 million for playing this year. However, under the CBA, that's the collective bargaining agreement, they have it. They got it kind of finagled to where if you miss games due to reasonable cause, which they're calling this right here reasonable cause because there's no vax mandate in the NBA. It's a local government thing, and he has personal opinions about the vax. Since he's going to miss some games under that cause, they'll take money away, but it won't be the full amount of money. If he misses all games, it'd be a total of $17 million loss, about $380,000 to $400,000 a game. Now that's quite a bit of money, $380,000 per game, $17 million in the season. However, he still makes a lot of money for not playing. he makes just about as much as he loses by sitting at home and doing nothing or just playing basketball outside with his kids or whatever he wants to do. So he's getting plenty of money to just stick it out. So there's no really big incentive for him to come back and buckle on his stance against getting the vax. None whatsoever. So I hope at least that he will stand up for what he believes in and not cave. And I hope more guys follow him and big guys too, because some of the smaller guys like Jonathan Isaac, great player, love him, big fan of his, but he does not have Kyrie Irving money. So if he misses games, I'm not saying that he will. He plays for the Orlando Magic in Florida, thank God, where I think vax mandates aren't a thing. So I'm not sure how they're going to go about it. But some of these smaller guys that play for smaller market teams, not a really big contract, they can't really afford to miss a whole season. It's just not really a thing they can do. Kyrie's been around for about 10 years. He's a veteran, got plenty of money, has a good family structure, understands how to manage his money, and he has plenty of it. He should be fine. But a lot of other guys may not be able to do the same thing. So I hope some veterans, some guys that have money, big name guys in the league support Kyrie in his effort, because it doesn't matter if you think the vax is good or not. That's your decision, and that's fine. I support everyone's right to make their own mind up, whether they want to get it or not. The problem is the coercion, the forcing, the mandating that you must get this shot. And my question is, why is it even a thing to force someone to get it? Again, not on the NBA level, but on a local level, a state level. Why is it even a thing from the federal level? If you have the shot, you can still catch it and spread it the same as someone who does not have the shot. So what's the point? And when people do catch the bug in the NBA, which they have caught the bug in the NBA, after the shot, even, they still got to stay home. So if you get tested every day, every week or whatever, and you don't have it, then what's the point in mandating the shot? The NBA at least knows it, but what's happening right now is that you have a battle brewing between some of these players, maybe some of the teams, and local governments. They say the vaccination rate in the NBA is high, like 90, 95%. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. I mean, they may tell you that's the case, but a lot of these guys are coming out and supporting Kyrie Irving. A lot of guys are coming out and saying they don't want to get this. You're talking about, who I mentioned before, Jonathan Isaac, Bradley Beal, Andrew Wiggins. And it's unfortunate. I saw Andrew Wiggins. He went ahead and got the vax, allegedly, because he can't miss the team. He can't miss these games. He's a good player, but he's not a superstar caliber player yet. So he probably takes care of his whole family, aunts, uncles, grandmas, kids, wife, etc., brother, sister. I mean, when you're missing all these games and you're missing tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars you're missing, you just can't really afford it. You're a young guy. You got big expenses, big ticket lifestyle. People depend on you. What are you going to do? So, again, shout out to Kyrie Irving standing up for what he believes in. Hopefully he doesn't back down and stay strong. I would say miss the whole year, miss the entire year. Because the thing about it is this. The Nets have spent a lot of money on Kyrie and Kevin Durant and James Harden to try and win a championship. They're trying to beat the Milwaukee Bucks, the LA Lakers, etc. They're trying to beat all these teams to get a championship. It brings a lot of prestige, a lot of money. It brings a whole lot to our organization. If you can do that repetitively, winning championships and bringing all the investment they're doing right now to the Brooklyn Nets can pay off many years into the future. And if they're spending all this money right now, $35 million on KD, $35 million on et cetera, going way over the salary cap. And the salary cap, if you don't know, I think the way it is now is the way it was before, where if you spend beyond a certain amount of money for your salary, you got to pay a tax to the NBA. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. But you're going above the salary cap, spending all kind of money, not quite making it yet. You got this big investment, and you got billions on the line. You got jobs on the line. You got a big tax impact to New York City on the line. That could make some things move and shake. if I'm just a regular normie, I say, hey, I'm not getting it and I'm quitting my job. That might not really be that might not be a really big impact on the city. That might not be a big impact on politics and things of that nature. But when I'm impacting millions of dollars, billions of dollars just by myself as one person, that's something different. Imagine if LeBron James by himself said, you know what? Cleveland sucks. I hate Cleveland. I'll never go there again. His word means you're talking about billions in revenue lost just by one person saying something. So imagine if Kyrie and a bunch of other guys stand up, just like the Southwest airline pilots, just one weekend from Florida, really. That's where the whole thing came from as far as the airline strike, the air traffic control. One weekend, thousands still stranded right now today, which is Tuesday, October 12th, 2021. Still stranded from one weekend in one state. Imagine if you had the entire country join in and say, you know what, no more. If you want to get this thing, go out there and get it done. But I don't want to get it, and don't you coerce me into compromising my beliefs. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Kyrie Irving's stance on the vax? Is it good, bad, smart, dumb? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I support Kyrie Irving 100%. He's losing potentially, $17 million? Like, understand this. Yes, he makes a lot of money. Yes, he has a lot of money. But his career could be over tomorrow. You can get a debilitating injury and he can't play basketball anymore. And the money that you made from ball, you got to live on for the rest of your life. He could do other things as well. He can just, it won't be the last job he has. But what other career are you really going to be able to get into that'll pay you that kind of money? Okay. And what if you got your whole family depending on you, businesses and whatnot you're trying to invest in? That money can be gone. A lot of ex-NBA guys are bankrupt just 4 years later, 5 years later, and they make hundreds of millions of dollars. So for him to sacrifice that kind of money, for him to make some enemies, really potentially, is very brave. And I salute that man for doing what he does. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.